Built in 1887, the Turffontein racetrack is one of South Africa's oldest horse racing venues. This racetrack is home to the Sansui Summer Cup. The Summer Cup is one of the biggest horse racing events in the country. The event is almost as old as the city it is hosted in, Johannesburg. It's the city's oldest and most respected first-grade horse races.
Well, this event goes back 100 years already. It's so old, and it has so much history to it associated with a race like this. Unfortunately, it lost its footing, if you like, when it changed dates and changed names. It's never really had an associated sponsor long enough to build it into a Gauteng's premier event. Look, back in the day when we had big names behind it for a long time, it worked really well. But then it did lose its way. We changed dates. We had various sponsors who wanted to be associated with it. And we believe with Sansui's association now, we hope to grow it from strength to strength, and long may they be associated with this event.
Sansui first aligned their brand at the Summer Cup in 2009. This will be their second year sponsoring the event. Some might find it hard to see the connection between the two brands, an electronics brand and a horse racing event.
Well, as you know, we started with the Summer Cup a year ago, and we were looking for a mass market event that's not in the ilk of rugby or a soccer, to promote our brand through our stores, which predominantly feature in the mass market environment. Well, horse racing has a mass market appeal. It also appeals to the higher LSM consumer. The Sansui brand, we've got products that cover the mass market from entry level all the way through to the top, and we think that we've been able to get a lot of mileage out of the Summer Cup this year because it's been a 3 to 4 month process driving up to today.
Well, it's a strategic relationship that we have. We value the sponsorship that we get from Sansui and the JD Group, and together we have a plan to build this into one of the biggest racing events in the racing calendar every year.
It was not hard to guess the theme for this year's Summer Cup, with dashes of pink everywhere. Hot, hot, hot pink was the theme. It was complemented by the great weather on the day.
You know, a couple of years ago, DJ Jazzy D approached us and he said, "Listen, why don't I get involved?" And he did. And there was a remix of that song, Hot, Hot, Hot. You know, that ole, ole, that whole thing. That's great, and allowed us and gave us permission to get on board, use that. And we thought, listen, well, let's try pink and see if it works. And as you know, I see you wearing a pink tie, so am I. So are the ladies wearing something, and it makes somebody look forward to going out there and doing a bit of shopping. And creates a bit of business for everybody.
The Summer Cup is the one day in the year where racegoers and socialites unite to enjoy Johannesburg's biggest horse racing event. People attending the event went all out on their attire, even if some didn't quite know what the theme was.
We didn't know the theme. Clearly not, right?
I think it's quite important because you're kind of making a statement for the day, and it's one day that you can actually dress up and, have fun, yeah, exactly.
It's ultimately important, and I don't think everyone quite gets it when they come to these events, especially in Johannesburg. If you go to Durban, July or the Met, they take it seriously. Johannesburg still has a lot of way to go to get to where they're at.
For me, it's very important. I think it's the only day that you can really dress up and go to town and look nice, and so it's quite important for us.
Amy Criticast, who designed this dress, she had to kind of sew me into it, so it took a while.
Fashion aside, the horse racing enthusiasts were there in full force to admire the horse races for the day.
It's always the punt and the chance of making a good buck.
It's my sport. I started that when I was very young.
I just come to these special occasions and I'd really enjoy it.
The event consisted of 12 races. The prize money and the distance of the tracks all vary. The main race had a pot of 2 million rand. Out of the 18 horses in the race, there was no clear winner, although some people knew exactly where they were putting their money.
I'm not a big punter, but I've done my homework last night. I fancy Piranha in the main race.
Mother Russia, number 3.
Watch Piranha and Mother Russia in the main race.
Alexander Stable all the way. Pierre Jordan in pink today. He's jocks in pink and he's going to win by 3 lengths.
Piranha's a young 3-year-old, but they're all talking about him. Mother Russia's a danger, and I like Captain Scott as a bit of an outsider.
An outsider ran first place with the odds of 25 to 1. Flirtation ran over the finish line first. Mike de Kock is a proud trainer of this horse. He had 6 horses in the race, so his odds were good. This is Mike de Kock's 9th Summer Cup win.
Yeah, listen, first and second in the big one, couldn't get better. you know, all the horses in the race had a great preparation, you know, so I mean to separate them was hard. And, you know, I mean, we had 6 in the race, so I wasn't going to be choosy about who won it.
We asked the man in the saddle, Randall Simons, how the race went.
You know, they went a good pace. I was slaughtering behind, so the cock said give it a chance. And, you know, with all her runs she's got a good turn of foot. And it came in straight, I wanted to pull out, but then because I felt she was going to go well, so I went in between horses. And she won, picked them up one by one. She won a good race.
The Livanos family have served horse racing for 3 decades and thoroughly deserved their first major feature win.
Very, very exciting. It's hard to explain it, very exciting. I had many horses in the old days with Gene Hemming and Brian Cherry. And since then I was with Woodruff, and then we've been with the cock for the last 7-8 years.
Since the Summer Cup started 100 years ago, it has only been getting bigger and better. And if this year's Summer Cup is anything to go by, watch this space next year.